Wow, Killer Instinct in the Super Nintendo was $87.98 American.
What?
Yeah, because like you know how like that things been going up, that games are gonna cost $70, at least in America. It means they're gonna go up for you, buddy.
I know. Goddamn, you're ruining our prices up here. Stop.
Punch Out was $79.98. Earthbound was $89.98.
I don't know where the hell my dad bought that game. There's no way he would have paid that much for that.
Wow, Uniracers was fucking nearly $70.
Are you kidding?
Oh,
Uniracers
I'm not.
70? Holy shit.
$67.98. Illusion of Gaia. Guess Illusion of Gaia's price. Guess.
Not $90.
$94.98. Oh my god. Tetris 2, $69.98. Donkey Kong Country 2, $79.48.
It's wild to think that like games cost that much back then.
Yeah.
Because like,
and that's like 1990s money. Like where
some of those games you play for like maybe an hour, and you're like, yeah, I'm done with this.
Yeah, DK. If you were good enough, you could beat that in 5 hours. Both of them. Earthbound would take you a lot longer though. Because
that's an actual. Yeah, that's like a RPG.
Well, actually, I can see why Earthbound costs so much because it comes with the strategy guide. Like you would.
Yeah.
Unless you bought it like
also,
secondhand, you would have
and stiff cards.
That's true. I wish I had that. I almost bought a physical full in-box copy of Earthbound. It was $100 at a show, cheapest I'd ever seen it. But I'm like, I'm not really into that. I just want to play the game.
I wore the fuck down out of that strategy guide. I can't even find it in my house anymore because there's just pages that are like ripped apart and stuff.
Yeah. The second they put Earthbound on the Switch SNES thing, I'm playing that game all over again.
Yeah,
I love the weirdness of that game.
I never treated my books properly. Like, if you look at all the books that I've read, it has, like, cracks in the spines all the way through. So...
Oh, no.
I never, like, I always just, like, crack it open and you read, right? Like, that's how you read. But then I met a friend who was, like, a bookworm, and she was all like, no, you can't do that. You have to, like, open it up very carefully so you don't break the spine. I'm like, oh, that's how people do that. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Trying to look at... Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay.
1, 2, 3!
Switch 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Oh, God.
What do you mean, oh, God?
Isn't that stupid minigame thing?
Yes, it is.
1, 2... 1, 2... That's what it is. 1, 2, switch.
Uh-huh. Ooh, we get to talk about all the sexual predators in the Smash community.
Yeah, I did. I was waiting for you to like, hey, let's not. But I'm kind of glad you're letting me talk about it, or letting us talk about it.
I've talked about the sexual predators in the Destiny community on the Destiny podcast, so why wouldn't I talk about sexual predators in the FGC?
I don't know, because sometimes people, like, I want to talk about it, but like sometimes people, they don't want to hear about that.
We pretend that like we have like a very large listening base and stuff, and people like that are like really affected by what we do. But we're small enough that we can punch up,
Yeah, I would like to,
If we were like, I don't know, if we were bigger, I think we would still do it. I wouldn't care about these type of people. So
that's true.
I just don't want to punch down at people that are like smaller than us.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I am.
No, we're not. We're definitely not. FGC's way bigger than any of us. So. Well,
at least all the players who are like who have been outed, especially Mr. Wizard himself.
Yeah, I saw you post something. I think on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't he like outing people or like he was trying to be like? He came out. I can't remember what it was. You'll talk about it.
He apologized, and then like today he's like, how are you posting random DM shots when I wasn't even this username and it's a lie and
He's like, you're making fake DMs.
I'm like, you fucking admit it. Now you're doing this. Fuck you. Just fuck you, asshole. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be as biased as I can because I feel like something like this I have to be.
Yeah.
Like I don't want like to like at least when reading the news. But I'm ready whenever you are, buddy.
Yeah, there was a guy that was Say No to Rage. Like he was like, his first video was like apologizing for things, and he had his wife next to him. And then he's put out another video, deleted both of those, and then put out a third one saying that he was a victim. And then it's like, come on, like get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god, I hate.
Stick to one story, bro. You're just a fucking disgrace.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're live, by the way. We've been live for 5 minutes now.
Calling out. Yeah, this is the call out show. Oh, they've already been called out anyways. We're just having...
So 172? 3? 173. I wrote 3.
I don't know.
I wrote 3.
Okay. Something like that.
The callouts. Alright, I have news pulled up. You're recording, I'm recording.
Yes.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Chart Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around and talk about the games they've been playing and things going on in their lives. I just realized I never say my name in the beginning. I'm your host Thomas, and today I have with me Ben.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big bad bat?
What was the answer to that riddle?
It's just a thing Joker. It's just a thing Riddler says in Batman Forever. I like that line. That's all. I was playing Arkham, and
I don't remember the follow up to that. That's the thing. I think he just like
I don't remember either.
But yeah, it feels like there should be a follow up to that sentence.
It should be, but I think that's after he like gets defeated and he's like all like in the dregs. I don't remember. I actually kind of want to rewatch it, even though it's not a good movie.
Add it to the list.
I remember as a I remember liking it a lot more as a kid because like colors everywhere, colors, neon colors.
Yeah, for sure. Like who didn't like Two-Face's weird color scheme thing he had going?
Yeah.
And then wasn't Poison Ivy in that too? Or
no, that's Batman.
That's the
and
ice
Robin.
one. Yeah, it's the guy with the
Arnold Schwarzenegger. That one is so bad it's good.
It's a campy, fun movie.
It's a '60s Batman movie come to like in the '90s. That's what it is. And if you look at it that way, if you have fun with it, it is what it is. You don't have to like it, but I feel like a lot of kids like that movie, and then the internet told them to not like it anymore, so they turned their backs on it. And now that they're 30, like, you know what? This movie was fun. It's not great. You could do a lot better.
I think people put the 90s series on a pedestal that should not be.
Like 89? Oh, 89.
Yeah, like 89 to the 90s or whatever. Like,
well, 89 is a masterpiece. I'll maintain that. Like, it's godlike.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's godlike. Yes, are you kidding me?
It's weird. All right. Returns is weirder. Like, Returns is full Burton. I don't like Returns as much as 89. I think 89 holds up more than Returns, but Returns is like goofy. And I kind of like it about it. Like it has that more of his Burtonisms come out, and I love it.
The parts of the movie that are fun, but like it's not like like Batman, the Dark Knight series. It's not that level of good. It's like acceptable, but not great.
I mean, like it was where we were. I don't know if you were.
I was not alive when that movie came out. I wasn't alive,
but like my dad, like it was a phenom.
I like the song a lot more than the movie. I'll just say that. Kiss by Rose. Yeah.
Yeah. No, fuck, you're gonna make me want to watch Batman '89 again. Shit. I mean, Joker makes that movie. Like to me, like Jack Nicholson as Jack Napier makes that movie. Keaton is okay, but I love that Batsuit. I love that Batsuit so much. And that Batmobile is so cool. I have a Hot Wheels figure. I wish I had a webcam so I could show you. But I have a Hot Wheels figure of it. It cost me $8.
I had a Batmobile like that too. It was pretty good.
Such a good Batmobile. But we're here to talk about video games, not Batman.
Why? Let's just talk about Batman. Like, what have you been playing? You've been playing Batman, haven't you?
You're wrong about Batman 89?
No, I'm not. I'm not wrong about Batman 89.
It's such a good movie. I mean, like, it does a lot of, like, unconventional things. I won't lie. Like, if you were looking at it purely as a Batman thing.
So you're looking at it purely on, like, quality terms. As a movie,
yeah.
Like, yeah, some of the writing is like really campy and just like over the top kind of stuff. But like
the part when Joker breaks into the museum and the Prince song plays, red and white. Yeah, I love that moment. Like that's like, and the thing is, I learned is that because I was listening to an interview with the guy who plays Henry Knox. He was like, Tim Burton was forced to put that song in there because they signed Prince to do songs for the movie. Mm-hmm. And it's like it has to be in there. So like that's a brilliant way to use it because it's oh god, I love it. Where does he get those wonderful toys? Oh, I love it. I love that movie so much.
Oh wait, I just realized Kiss by a Rose is the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie song, right?
I don't. With
Seal.
Seal?
Yeah.
Baby!
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Baby!
Or,
you know you've been kissed by a rose on the grave.
Yeah, Jesus. I'm getting like flashbacks from like 1995 Taco Bell cups with Batgirl. Oh my god.
See, this is what happens with Justice in here. We just talk about Batman for like 10 minutes.
I should just marathon those 4 movies, 89, Returns, Forever, and Batman.
Well, me and Lo were going to do the whole thing, like the whole series. We did 89, but
yeah, I wish we
kind of just stopped after that.
Well, whenever you do Forever, I'm down because I love that movie.
That's where me and Lo came up with like the werewolf Batman. It's kind of awesome. But yeah, like you've been playing Batman, right?
Yeah, that's one of the things. So, like, again, I will talk about Xenoblade a little bit because I can't pull. I'm at the end game point, but I'll talk about Xenoblade in a minute. Yeah, I booted up Arkham Knight again, and I opened up the Riddler stuff because I finished the final 2 DLC story stuff with Mr. Freeze and Killer Croc, which spoilers for a game that's like 4 years old. When did Arkham Knight come out? Like 2014, 15?
I want to say 14.
Yeah, it was either 14 or 15. And like Mr. Freeze stuff is number one is really short. Like it was like super short. Then again, you got like 5 extra missions, so it probably adds up to other things. But like, it was actually really sad because you actually because Nora Freeze, his wife, the famous, kept in a cryostation chamber. She is captured, like and Freeze is like panicking. He creates this iceberg in the middle of Gotham Bay, trying to look for her. And Batman's like, I'll look for her, whatever. And like you find her, and she comes out of the cryostasis tube, and it's like it reminded me that like, man, I just because I don't see him a lot, I forget how tragic Mr. Freeze's like story is. Like he didn't want to become evil. He didn't want to become this deranged, He
didn't want to become Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, he just wants to save his wife.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he went insane doing it. But like Nora Freeze basically is like, like she's gonna die. She's like, her coming out basically, like she still has, I don't remember it changes with every iteration. Like sometimes it's ALS, it's a terminal disease. That's all that matters. And like it has a nice sweet moment where she's like, let's just expend the rest of our time together, and that's what matters. Like he spent so much time trying to cure her, but like she lost 10 years of her, she probably wouldn't have had 10 years, but she was pretty much like non-existent for those 10 years. She was away.
Yeah,
it's like, it was sweet. It was sweet and endearing, and like they get away, or Mr. Freeze like disappears, and Alfred's like, do you want to go after him? It's like, we won't be seeing them again, and that's all. And he just wants to make his wife happy. So that was a nice send off. for Victor Freeze. I love that design in the Arkham series. So good.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one I did was the Killer Croc stuff. And Killer Croc, like, he was obviously one of the more infamous parts from Asylum, where you have to sneak in the sewer, and if he would run behind you, and but it was super easy to hit him with the batarang. He gets like a super upgrade, because like he was in this place called Black. I can't remember what the prison's name was.
Blackgate.
But they were not Black. It's not Blackgate. Iron Heights, which is a Flash prison. Like they changed it.
Okay.
Because it's just Iron Heights is like just the prison in Flash's city, but in this game it's like a floating blimp prison, which is odd.
Huh.
Your DC Universe American tax dollars at work, I guess. And like Croc, you learn that Croc was experimented on. Like he looks all super buff, but it ends kind of anticlimactic. You fight him around a room with a bunch of thugs. It really reminded me of like fighting the Titan bosses from Arkham Asylum 1. But what's cool about it is that Nightwing tags along with you, so like you get to do the dual combo stuff, and you can switch between Nightwing and Batman. So that was cool. Anticlimactic and, kind of doesn't go anywhere, but it was neat. And then I kept playing, I'm thinking, you know what, let's try to do these Riddler stuff. Because, unfortunately, unlike other games, in order to see the quote-unquote true ending, although you can just look it up on YouTube, you have to get every single Riddler trophy and solve every Riddler puzzle. And
wasn't it like that in the other games, though?
You didn't know. No, because in other games you only needed a certain amount to fight Riddler, but it would never like tie into the main story. Riddler was always just a side thing. And while technically you do get an ending without capturing Riddler, the game kind of taunts you to like capture Riddler to unleash Nightfall mode or Nightfall Initiative or whatever to get the quote unquote true ending. So if you want the true ending, you gotta fight every Riddler trophy. And what's annoying, and this is a me problem, is my PC can't handle this game that well. At least in the overworld. In like when I'm doing like missions in buildings where it's not a lot going on, it looks very pretty even at low settings. Hell, even in when I'm in the open world, when I'm not in the Batmobile, it looks very pretty at low settings. A couple of frame rate issues. I wish I could turn out the fucking rain because I feel like that affects it, but you can't do it.
Weird.
Just constantly raining in Gotham City. Fuck you. So most of the Riddler challenges are pretty simple. Like they're pretty fun. There's just a lot of them. But the ones I have the most problem with is like you'll find a spot and then it'll tell you a set of coordinates. I'm like, oh great. Now I gotta look at the map, find the coordinates. Okay, it's approximately there. And most of the time it's gonna be a race. So you have to dive off a building, get in your Batmobile, and then go all the way to a certain point, and then you have to know where the damn Riddler trophy is, launch out of your Batmobile, and then grab the Riddler trophy before time's up. If you don't get it before time's up, you gotta do it all over again. And sometimes it's usually it's not that far, but when you do it like multiple times, it gets annoying after a while. So I just gave up. Just like, nah. And it doesn't help me because, like I said, the frame rate, or at least the game, because the game does a horrible job with my PC against more of my PC than the game's fault. Whenever I'm in an area, it like comes to a grinding halt and it has to load everything, and you can see like you can see textures pop in.
Well, I don't know if you remember or not, but like that game launched rough on PC. Like the first day.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so maybe
they
it's
even
the fault.
took it off the Steam for a while.
I remember that.
Bad.
No, I remember. But I chalk it up more to the fact that my hardware can't live up to that. But maybe they never fixed the loading issue,
you need to get something better than integrated graphics. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
So like, I pretty much gave up doing the Riddler stuff. I'll probably go back and do the DLC story stuff because Harley Quinn gets an expansion story, Red Hood gets one, Robin gets one, Catwoman gets one, Batgirl gets one. So I'll probably do all those. instead of torturing myself with Riddler trophies.
Yeah, that sounds more fun.
And then, like, because right now the Arkham games are on sale. I'm like, well, if I want to, do an open world Batman game, I'll just play Arkham City, which is a much better experience. As much as I like Knight and allowing me to play this the Batman 89 suit, City is just a much better game in terms of its structure.
Yeah,
I think. Asylum is Knight is just way too fucking bloated for its own good.
Wow.
Namely, it's post game content. Really. Don't hate the game. I mean, I love playing the story. When I did, but it's just like, okay, well, at least I can play the DLC stuff. So
I put the Arkham Knight on like the Steam. I put it on my ignore list. Apparently,
damn.
There must have been a point where I was just like, I'm never getting this on Steam. Just get rid of it.
Yeah, maybe if I ever buy an Xbox One X, and it's cheap on there. It probably is cheap on there with the Game of the Year edition. I'll buy it again.
Yeah,
and
that's where I got
replay it
it.
with us.
Yeah,
and replay it with a solid frame rate. Because it's a good. I think it's a good game.
It's still pretty rough on console, but it's probably not as bad as your PC.
Probably, yeah. Well, we'll see. Although you can't really buy a console anywhere right now, given the status of everything. But it's fine. I have my Switch. Besides that, I bought a new game. I did buy a new game on the Steam Summer Sale.
Wait, you bought a new game?
I bought a new game. It's not a new game, but it did come out this year. I bought Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Yeah, the new at the time was gonna be a premier fighting game, but obviously COVID happened, and I remember and I really like it. Like, it's really fun. It's beautiful, and it's really cool to play like a beautiful looking fighting game or any game that came out that's new, and it runs perfectly on my PC. And but then again, it seems like Arc System Works, their games, they don't take a lot of like chugging power. A lot of it is art style versus like actual, processing power, which is good. Consistent frame rate. It's a small fighter. There's only even I bought the season pass, which was like $63. So it comes with the extra 5 characters because it's not a big roster when you compare it to at least other fighting games. But it's a really fun fighting game. It has there's weird things about it. So it has a cooldown system like Mortal Kombat does, but for instead of EX moves, it's for special moves. So you can do left special, down special, and right special for moves, or neutral special, kind of like Smash in a way. But and they have a cooldown timer. But if you also say like me, who's used to doing fireball motions or dragon or shuriken motions, you'll do that, and that results in less cooldown time. And I've even talked to some Grand Prix players if it's just the quarter circle, just do that. But if you have trouble doing the dragon punch motion, just do the easy way. It's not a big deal. And it's really fun. You can block by holding back, but there's also a block button. So that's for me, I'm used to blocking, holding back. But say if you're if you're an MK player, you have that block button. It's there, but also you get a spot. So I think if you hold forward, double tap forward, you get a roll that you can go through projectiles or certain moves, and that'll just open your opponent wide up. But then also you have a move where you kind of side 2D sidestep projectiles. So you have 3 different ways of dealing with an opponent's offense, which I find really, really cool. It's really, really fun. And I kind of fooled around with a little bit of the roster. I didn't play everybody yet, but I played Fairy. She has a whip. She's very long range. Not my kind of play style, but she was fun. But the character that I've latched onto, and I tweeted out gifs of her, and Mike the TV replied. And I play Narmaya, and she's this very tiny pink-haired samurai girl. She's super small. She's 4'2". But she has 2 different stances. It just feels fun to play as her. So like she has a stance where like the sword is her sword is in her hilt, and she can like withdraw it really quickly. And then if you press, I think it's the special button, she can withdraw a sword that gives you different special moves, different properties. But you can also like stance switch mid combo, I think. So yeah, there's some fun stuff to do in this game. Like it seems limiting, but from what I've seen from pro players, like there's stuff in there to find, and it looks fun. But I'm told the online is ass, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Oh no.
I look forward to playing more of it though. It's, oh my god, it's so. I thought about holding out for a Switch port, but I figured, you know what? I just got a bonus. Fuck it, drop the money. Here you go. Let me just play this now.
You said it's also got what the hell is its thing called again? Not crossplay.
Oh, it has a remote play.
Remote play, yeah.
Yeah, at least the little thing came up, so I'm assuming it has it.
Yep.
So we'll have to give it a shot because it's a beautiful. It's again, Arc Systems Works, a beautiful looking fighting game, and I watched the anime because there's actually an anime of it on Netflix, at least the first season, and I watched it. It's nothing great, but it definitely has an interesting world to it. So like if you like that, you know, you come to this, you'll like it more, and it's super accessible. So I'm gonna try to play it more. Maybe get some people in the other Discords I'm in to, like, you know, hey, let's try to play a game, and you know, go for a thing. Because I kind of want to take my Narmaya online and see what I can do.
The funny thing is, the remote play might be better than online because it's supposed to simulate like couch co-op.
Local.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah.
What else?
Because I've seen like people play it offline. And it's like super hectic and super fun,
yeah.
Especially for a 2D fighter. Ladiva, I tried Ladiva, the grappler, the one where she has the finishing move of 1, 2, 3, you know. But like, yeah. I just don't. I can't play grapplers, man. It's just too weird. I don't have that mindset.
Oh, he did join us, huh?
Yeah, he's done from his retelling of America. Oh, lovely. But the oh no. But and I'll wrap it up right here saying the last thing I played was Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, of course, because I can't help my fucking self. I love this game. Game of the Year 2020. And I am literally at the end game. I could beat the game right fucking now if I wanted to. But I don't, because like, and this is kind of I don't know if it's considered a problem or not. But like the game just drops even more like story side quests to do, and the bad guys are literally just like, well, we know you can kill us now, so we'll wait for you. So I'm like, okay, but things change. So right now, what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna do like the next big story bit, and then from there, I'm gonna try to get everybody up to level, like, there's 5 levels of affinity. I have Shulk 5 stars with at least 3 people, which is good. And then I'm gonna try to do that at least for everybody. I'm gonna try. We'll see how it goes. And then I have a bevy of side quests to do that are like, you have to be like level 90 to do them, level 95. And I'm like at the time I was level 72, now I'm level 75. So I figured, okay, once I start doing these side quests, I'll get more levels, I'll be able to do more shit. So it'll be fun. But I'm probably at least maybe another 3 weeks from being done with this game, possibly. But after that, it's going away for the longest time. Cause you know, well actually no, I'm lying, because I'm gonna go right into the Future's End stuff as soon as I'm done with this one, because I need to know what happens afterward. But yeah, that's all I've really been playing. A lot of Batman, but I wanted to stop because the Riddler trophies are a pain in the ass. And Grand Blue and Xenoblade.
I just want to say real quick, I think I might be allergic to this organic beer.
Oh no.
Oh no.
My tongue started swelling up, so Justin, talk.
Oh. I was about to say quit flaunting your cool Canadian beer in front of me, because we went to that brewery up there. But now I don't feel so bad.
The Mill Street one?
Yeah. It was good. They had some great stuff.
They do. I just got a variety pack from them. They have some pretty cool stuff. Like, I'm just gonna go get the box. You can...
That was where the Neapolitan one came from that I put in the vlog.
It's got Sour Neighbor, which looks like cherry in something. Yeah, there's some weird stuff in there. Go ahead.
No, we were talking about, like, I wish Thomas was still going to visit, and then Broke was like, do you think he would get in trouble for smuggling beer over the border?
What is this?
Because there's so many good Canadian beers.
What is this, the 1920s?
Well, no, it's just like...
It's probably illegal to...
Yeah, there's issues with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's illegal to fucking smuggle cigarettes across state lines in America.
I mean,
so
I don't have to smuggle
alcohol.
it. I can declare it, can't I?
I don't know.
I think you have to be a vendor. You have to have a license to do that.
Can I bring one beer over? Or...
How about you just put it in, like, Lake Michigan, put it on a boat, and just catch it at the side?
What is this, the 1930s?
Yeah, fuck it.
Do you like my brother when his fraternity went over to Canada for like a day and accidentally smuggled alcohol back in soda bottles?
Whoops.
Because they forgot about it. And they got back and the cap on the bottle was black.
Ew.
Like, what? Why did it discolor? And they drank it like, this is more alcohol than soda. Anyway, I don't know if I was supposed to tell that story, but it was like 15 years ago. No, that's way too long. Well, he's 34. It might have been like 15 years ago.
The statutory
Anyway.
limits are up on that. I don't know what they call it.
I don't think it's statutory.
Whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah. Anyway, I have not played much. I just got done watching Hamilton. I'm sure you guys talked about that before I joined.
Actually, we
No,
didn't.
we didn't.
We just talked about Batman
We talked
for like
about
10
Batman.
minutes.
So, which Batman, by the way?
All of them.
The 80s and 90s
Or the
versions.
90s. The 90s ones.
Yeah.
No, the game. I mean, which Batman game?
No, we're talking about the movies.
Oh, Night. Yeah. We talked about the... I
I
talked
thought
about
you
Night.
said you've been playing Batman.
Yeah.
No, right. But we also kind of had a diatribe of, like, from 89, how Thomas was wrong about that movie, and just talked about, like, loving
I just said
movies.
that I think people think that movie's too, like, better than it is.
They do. Just like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
That's both wrong. 89 Batman is awesome.
Okay, well, I just wanted to ask, because I've also been playing Arkham Knight, so I didn't want to, like, completely redo things. But anyway, we just got done watching Hamilton, and it is fantastic. I listened to the soundtrack, but I hadn't really, like, actually gotten into it before, because a lot of people were like, oh man, you have to check out Hamilton, it's so good. And like, I listened to the soundtrack, and like, I mean, it's catchy, like, it's really good beats and stuff. But like, without the context, I didn't really get it. Like, they rap really fast for the most part, and there's no visuals. It's just soundtrack. So it's like, I feel like this would be a good show, but like, I don't enjoy listening to this music in a vacuum.
That's kind of funny because I came home from work and my mom and my dad were watching this movie as well, or stage show. And I couldn't hear anything because the air conditioner was behind me, but I heard the music. I was like, yeah, this music's really good. But like, I have no context for what's going on.
No, like I said, it is good music. It's,
Yeah.
it's not one of the soundtracks that I want to listen to all the time without context.
Yeah.
But like, in the show, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I just, because I don't have much to talk about game-wise, I want to just go on a quick Hamilton diatribe. Well, it's fresh in my mind. So I'm a bit of a musical theater nerd as it is. Like, I did it back in college and stuff like that. But I feel like that's well documented. But like, I've never seen anything like this. For one, like, just the production is fantastic. Like, it is a biographical telling, but it's almost an entirely non-white cast, which I think is really interesting. I think it'd honestly be offensive to do this musical with an all-white cast, even though like that's historically accurate. It just doesn't feel right. But also, the set is super unique. Because they have like kind of a background actor, dancer people that like whip around the different objects and things like that, like while moving, like while dancing. So you don't even notice the set changes. Like, everything is seamless. Whereas usually it like cuts to black, they change stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But the stage it's split into basically 3 circles, with like set around behind all of that, and the circles move, and they move independently of each other and at different speeds. So various like staging of the scenes plays out where, like, let's say there's a scene happening in the middle that's stationary, and then there's like people kind of circling around, like standing still, circling around what's happening in the middle, or like it'll show like, you know, people meeting. Like, for example, there's one point where a presidential candidate is going door to door, and so they've got like kind of the rotating outer circle, like with just people, you know, on it, like with like at their doorsteps essentially, and then this actor like kind of like exaggerated moving. Ow! Like, I hit my desk. That was too exaggerated, apparently. Exaggerated moving, like the, you know, 5 feet or whatever to the next person to make it seem like he's walking through a neighborhood. And then they have a few moments where it's like someone like gets off a train or something like that to meet someone else. So the one person is on the stationary part, and the one meeting is like coming around the circle to meet them at that point. And it's really, it allows for really cool staging. And especially the way they filmed it, like with the multiple camera angles and stuff. Like, it's just very visually beautiful. The music's great. Like, you know, everyone knows the appeal of Hamilton, but I didn't realize how visually unique it is. Like, parts of the set will kind of are movable. So they, like, someone might be on a ladder, and people are like pulling, like while they're singing, people are pulling the ladder, like that part of the stage around to another part and attaching that, and then they'll walk down the stairs like seamlessly. I don't know. It's very impressive.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this.
Yeah. Like I told her, I was like, we'll probably only be able to get to intermission because we got the podcast and everything tonight. And then it was like 7:45 or so, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna stop watching this. Like, I'm sorry. I like it was to the point where it was almost over anyway. Like, I think intermission was at like 7:15 or something like that. I wasn't gonna stop it then. But it is fairly long, so it's longer than I thought it was when I sat down like before 6 to start watching it. But anyway, that's my Hamilton review. Also, the cast is incredible. But things I've been playing, not too much out of the ordinary, actually. Like, you know, I'm still doing Spider-Man, Tales of Zestiria. Those stream games are still great. But aside from that, it's pretty much been Arkham Knight. I started that up because, like, I played it back on PS4 when it launched, and I don't remember liking it very much. Like, it had a lot of the issues, like, with the Batmobile and things like that. It didn't feel as good as the other games. But at least starting off now, like, I can kind of appreciate it in a vacuum away from the other Arkham games, like, not comparing it. And I mean, the game is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how it looks on Ben's potato, but
I was telling Thomas that even on low settings, like when I'm just like kind of standing in the rain, it looks great. It's just when I'm in the Batmobile, that's when the frame rate starts to chug. Everything else though, like it runs at a solid 30 FPS.
I would guess it probably looks about like the last gen games on low.
Yeah, which like just slightly better models.
Yeah, I mean, that's still a good looking game. But yeah, I turned like all the settings up and like activated the like volumetric lighting and the nicer like water effects and all that stuff, and I think it looks even better than it did on PS4. Aside from a few weird like animation things like clipping cape and it started a cutscene in GCPD, and like I walked into the GCPD and Gordon was on the phone, and the phone cord just like, flapped, and then it calmed itself down. But it was it's like the animation of the the moving telephone cord like activated when I entered the room instead of when he picked up the phone. It looked really weird. But like, there's also just a lot of really interesting like attention to detail things that I don't remember even seeing before. Maybe I was rushing through. I don't know, because I picked it up at midnight and started playing. So I was like, I want to get as far as I can. But I spent a weirdly long time in GCPD. Like once I got there, because you can like go into the evidence lockup and see a bunch of different like confiscated items from past villains and things like that. And then you can like talk to Poison Ivy in her cell, and I assume once you like lock up some of the others, they also go in cells, and you can go talk to them.
Correct.
But it is funny because there's like a second room, Poison Ivy's kind of in the main lockup, and there's like a secondary lockup that has 3 guards in it, complaining about how they got stuck in this room, but there's no people, like there's no prisoners in that room. What are they guarding? There's 3 guards.
The Invisible Man.
I guess. Like, you'd think, if they're going to have that, it would be empty until... Or maybe, like, a janitor or something in there talking about how, like, Gotham's been so bad that they had to repurpose another room for more cells or something like that. And then, like, after you get people in those cells, then there's guards there. But instead, they're just, like, chatting about how they got the short stick by being in this room. Which is weird. But it was also kind of funny.
How come I'm not guarding anyone, goddammit?
Right.
Fuck the cops.
But yeah, I'm liking the game quite a bit. I just got the new suit. Because I remember, like, I was playing through, and, like, I would, for example, launch out of the Batmobile, and you just kind of, like, do a normal, like, jump out and then land. And I was like, I thought you went like straight into the
glide,
like the major glide through the air. Like this is kind of dull. And then I got the new suit, and it said it'll like eject you out essentially, and like you get the fear takedowns and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to play around with some more of those abilities. But the Arkham Knight himself like does not show up as early as I remember. Because I mean I'm a few hours in, and I don't even like. There's not even been a hint at him. It's just Scarecrow right now.
Oh, okay. I still remember loving the like seeing Twitter posts like who is it? And I'm like I tweeted somebody out, and like this person, they called it bullshit, and then when the game came out and when it was revealed, they were like, told you.
Well, a lot of people were like, I don't remember who it is, and I don't want to know right now because I don't remember.
Okay.
But a lot of people were saying
super
like,
obvious
before launch, they were like, it's not who you expect. Arkham Knight is a new character, blah, blah, blah. But then I heard that it was, like, the obvious choice.
So fucking liars.
Right. So, like, I think I knew who it is, but I don't remember, and I never played long enough to actually find out who it was. So, like, I want to just go in blind.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm enjoying the game more than I did before, which is nice. Maybe I'll, like... the Batmobile stuff is still meh, but maybe I'll get through it this time. I'm gonna try to like kind of beeline it. Like I'll do some of the side quests and stuff, but I'm not gonna worry about all the Riddler trophies because I don't or the Riddler challenges. I mean, because I don't like the Batmobile focused challenges in this game. Like the Riddler challenges are my favorite thing in the past few games, but in this one they're not fun.
Yeah, in order to see the true ending, you have to get every single one though.
I'll look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine.
That's what I said. That's why I quit playing the main campaign and just, fuck this. I'm doing the DLC campaign stuff.
The other thing that's disappointing is it doesn't seem like, even though it's it's got the season pass and everything, it doesn't seem like the Catwoman missions like that were PS4 exclusive at launch are in the game. Because
in the main story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I know she has like a DLC story like that's separate from the main campaign.
Wasn't the Arkham City one wasn't that the Catwoman missions forever exclusive?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Arkham Knight.
I'm pretty sure
it had one fairly early on. You switch over to Catwoman.
I remember it being.
No,
City.
You're thinking of City, dude.
Yeah,
you're thinking of City. Like you start the game as Catwoman.
Yeah,
she gets the briefcase.
Yeah,
and you only get that if you got it on PS3.
You're misremembering.
I'm gonna look it up. I feel like they had that on PS4
because because Knight didn't have Catwoman missions. Knight doesn't really have missions with other characters. Other characters join you in certain segments, which I won't spoil that for you. Like who joins what, but yeah, Knight or City is the one where like you'll play as Catwoman for like a segment or two.
Yeah.
If you have her DLC, which
so
is
there's not the sections where like you switch back and forth between her and Bats.
No, not. I honestly don't remember if Catwoman's in the main campaign. Honestly, I mean, there's sections where you switch back with other characters while you're doing the same story mode, like doing the same story section. But
Catwoman
like in
key.
Arkham,
yeah, there's like key missions. There,
but in
Riddler
in
things.
Okay, it's been so long since I've beaten the main like the story of Arkham Knight.
Like
so
I thought you
I do.
didn't start as her, but you do it early on, and then
Maybe.
it unlocks those missions.
I don't
But
remember.
I guess
honestly.
what I'm thinking of is Arkham City. I don't know.
Yeah, because Arkham City, if you bought her, you start the game as her, and then like during certain segments, like either Batman's capture or something, it'll cut to like her Catwoman captured by Poison Ivy, and then or like if Batman's crushed under like a building, then it cuts to her trying to steal this other thing, and then she goes saves Batman. If you don't have the DLC, she just shows him and saves Batman.
Huh.
So yeah.
Okay.
And then you get to So
Well, is that stuff in like all versions of Arkham City now, or still just on PlayStation?
I have no idea. I haven't bought the other games for PC yet. I hope though, because I like playing as Catwoman because you got to fight Two-Face as her in City at the post game stuff.
And I like some of her like kind of crawling and like whip abilities and stuff.
Yeah, she was fun.
Yeah,
she was really fun.
But yeah, I'm enjoying that. Aside from that, I can't really think of anything offhand. I honestly haven't played much. I've been mostly like doing woodworking stuff in the basement.
Woodworking, he says.
Yeah, I've been working my wood. Don't question it. I think that's all I got.
Yeah, so for the PC version of Arkham City, they just splice in her DLC into the story. But for Arkham Knight, she has a full-blown, like, mission thing.
Okay.
Like,
That's
DLC mission.
still only exclusive to PS4.
Is it?
So that's the thing you load from the main menu then.
Yes. Yeah, all the DLC extras you access from the main from the
But
main
it's
menu.
it's after the game. Like I can't do any of that stuff yet because it's all like post game.
It's all yeah,
Well, the
technically.
Batgirl thing I think is a prequel.
Batgirl's a prequel, for sure. I don't know about the other ones, but possibly.
Maybe I'll get it on PC and play the DLC.
It's like $5.
Yeah,
It's
Or at least,
$7.49.
I don't know how it is.
I got the whole
$7.49
collection,
Canadian.
like all 3 games on PC for $15. I'm sure
I-
that deal will scale down the price if you already own any.
Yeah, I will say it's bullshit that Origins isn't included in that collection, and
It's not a Rocksteady game.
both us. Yeah, it's stupid. Still, it's
it's the
a fucking
Rocksteady
Arkham.
trilogy.
It's stupid.
Arkham
But it's
Origins
also
is
bullshit
$5.
That Origins, like the other 3 games, have Game of the Year editions you could buy. Origins, you buy the main game, and then you have to fucking buy the season pass to get any of the extra stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Which is like, it's like way more expensive.
Which
than the other
is
games.
half off right now, which is still more expensive.
I don't know if I have the season pass
Yeah.
for that one or not.
I mean, it has some like I namely want it for the skins. That's the only reason why I want it. Because that's the fun part. Like,
Yeah,
it has
in
like
Night,
2
can you use the skins like right from the start? I haven't checked.
I don't
know where they
remember.
are.
You have to. Oh, you don't. You can't access in game. You have to go in the main menu. It says showcase, and then you have to activate it, and then you get it from there.
Oh,
Yeah. So you can't like switch. You have to literally boot out of the game to change it. So
that's
that's
dumb.
kind
I
of
don't
annoying. But yeah.
I don't like my favorite thing about Spider-Man PS4 is just like switching out suits whenever I get bored of it.
Yeah. Well, in Origins you could do that. You could just go to the Batcave and switch out like that. But no, in Night you have to like go to it's a showcase, and then there you'll have the Batmobile skins, and even other like Robin, Nightwing will have different skins, Catwoman different skins, such and such, Harley Quinn, stuff like that. and then you hit active, and then from there, when you start the game, it'll start with that skin. So like that's why I played most of the game as Batman 89.
I like this. I like this Batman Noel skin from Origins.
Oh yeah, the Christmas Batman. Yeah,
this is pretty cool.
this is so good.
All right.
I'd maybe switch out
There's
some
a
of the
lot.
side characters because I mean you don't play as them very often.
Yeah.
No, they're few and far between. They have a lot of good Batman skins in Night.
I do need to look at them at least.
Rocksteady,
This
make
is,
another goddamn game.
Make a what?
Make another goddamn game, Rocksteady. What are you doing?
Oh, they definitely
Yeah.
are. I have a theory that like they were having, they're kind of the new Square, like they were having development issues, and now it's so late that they just moved it to next gen.
Yeah.
Give me my Superman game, you fucking cowards. Sorry.
Anyways, okay, so I guess that just leaves me.
How's your tongue?
It's okay. This beer's nearly done, I think. Okay, so what have I been doing? I've been playing some more Last of Us 2, and then they aped the giraffe moment.
They aped it.
Yeah, they retread
Okay.
that ground again, but in a way lamer way.
It's not
see,
lame.
Okay.
Way lamer than
now
the
you're just
original. Like,
confirming
come on,
my-
the original
my-
was so like warming.
heartwarming.
Yeah,
It's one of the best scenes in the game.
and then in this, it's
So
like
now you're just confirming it.
Yeah.
For me, that I made I was right that this game didn't need, that the first one didn't need a fucking sequel.
yeah.
Just watch a playthrough or something, so we can talk
No,
about
I
it.
don't think I will because I really don't want to. I don't mind spoilers. I'd rather just have what the first one was.
Okay,
And just,
fine.
like
Thomas, were we talking about the museum?
Yeah, like the whole museum part's cool, but
Yeah,
like that
go ahead
one
and spoil
part
it.
in the museum was like, really, guys, really, you're gonna do this?
The space shuttle.
That's not. No, I'm talking about specifically exactly the giraffe. They do the exact same thing.
Oh,
That's really lame.
okay.
Yeah,
That sounds lame at least.
the space
I
shuttle
thought you were just
stuff
talking
is
about like having a moment like that.
no.
Because like the whole museum, I think is great. Like
Yeah, the
that's when I
museum's
was like,
awesome.
Oh, I
Yeah.
missed this. Like,
Yeah,
I missed their dynamic. It's really cute.
exactly. Yes, yeah. The
Yeah.
museum was really
I
good.
know
The
I know
space
what
stuff's
happens to
great.
him
Yeah.
too. So
It's just like they actually just ate the entire like the exact moment, and it's
that's
like
really
guys, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's a
I'm enjoying
callback.
playing the game. The story has gotten to be more like Young and the Restless type story,
Oh no!
like soap opera-y, and I'm just like, oh my god, like
Like I'm still trying to avoid spoilers just for the general audience.
yeah.
So are you still in the first half?
I guess this game's 30 hours long. I've played it for maybe 10.
Why is it 30
You would know
hours?
what I mean.
Oh my god!
There is a turning point.
Okay.
What?
So I guess you're not.
Why-
Okay. Cool.
Why is
Continue.
it 30 hours? That seems bloated.
Anyways,
It's a
I
little
got the
loaded.
bow. The bow's pretty cool. I just spent one entire combat section sitting at one point just picking people off and having them come close to me and then like stabbing
Yeah.
them and stuff. And it was like really fun. I just wanted to see like if I could kill everyone in this room without moving, and I did. And it was kind of great.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm enjoying actually like playing the game. The story stuff I'm kind of tuned out. But yeah, the dogs kind of suck though because they can actually track your scent, and they
Oh,
can follow
that
you
sounds
around.
annoying.
Yeah, it could be annoying, but it tells you like you can throw bottles to like distract them. So I've started
okay.
actually using more of my arsenal because of that.
Or you can just kill the dogs, unfortunately.
Why would you do that?
But then
I'm just saying it's an option, and it's upsetting.
you can kill the
Heartless
dogs,
monster.
which I do. Like I felt bad at first, but then I was like, "Fuck these dogs!" Like they're on my ass all the time.
Ah.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, and another reason why I'm personally right and checking it off the list. And wasn't forced to kill dogs in the first one. I don't think I was. Deer, maybe.
But yeah, like
You
I've
can also
actually
pet
been
the dog, though.
having fun playing
Not
the
the
game.
evil
No.
dogs, but like other dogs.
I haven't really been playing anything else. Me and Justin played some fighting games. He destroyed my ass.
Yeah, y'all did.
Justin destroyed my ass this weekend.
Was that this week? Yeah. Okay.
It was this
Who did
Time
you
is a
play?
construct,
'Cause
man.
y'all never said who y'all played.
A lot.
No, like what characters did you just?
No, we jumped around.
I just picked random, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin got really mad that I jump kicked him like all the time,
Yeah.
and just threw
He kept using
fireballs.
the same moves over and over again.
And just threw fireballs.
It's cheap. It doesn't matter that I don't know how to block. It's still cheap to do the same thing over and over again.
No, it's not. It's called winning. You gotta hold that.
You gotta learn how to block.
Pick a or pick a character with a teleport to blow him the fuck up. That's what I would have done.
I did start countering.
You did.
Oh, Justin. Oh my god.
You learned.
If we ever play again, I'm just gonna pick Shao. I'm just gonna do one combo string over and over again until you decide to block it. Or to figure out how to block it, because it's kind of ambiguous if you don't know
I
what to
still
look
don't remember
for.
what button blocks. Like, I did it, and I was like, ah, I blocked! And then I forgot.
R2, or you can... It's R2, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
it's-
it's funny.
It's an Xbox controller, so it's RT.
RT.
Right trigger.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. same principle.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
we need to get together and do some more Fight It Out.
Yes, I want to fight you guys in Mortal Kombat, please.
That'd be a
It
lot
sucks
of
that
fun.
your game crashed, though.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, so like... my game just crashed, and then I had to just verify the integrity of the files. But it was fine after that.
Which took
that's
like
good.
7 hours.
It
So I
did.
tried to play some online, and it was bad.
Yeah.
Did you get zoned out by RoboCop?
No. There was a lot of, like, unfair... I mean, I'm sure it's fair for competitive play, but Jade combos, where, like, I was playing more close-range characters, and I couldn't even get close enough. Because it was just, like
Yeah,
Jade zoning.
Jade's a nightmare.
Yeah.
You have to pick the right character to fight against Jade. Whenever I play her as Shao Kahn, it's such a difficult match. But when I do shit, it's hilarious.
But there was a really cool, Wicked Witch of the West Jade costume
Yeah. They
that
did
I'd
for
never
the-
seen, and I loved it. I want it.
Yeah, you have to buy it separately. It's not part of the combat pack or anything.
Mm.
It's just stupid.
I couldn't figure out how to do different costumes online. Because, like, you can't use your
you
custom
have-
variants.
If you play ranked, did you play ranked? Well, I don't think it matters. If you play ranked or casual, you have to go to the customization, and then you have to set one of them as your priority or whatever the name is called. And then once you're there, once you set it as your favorite, then when you go online, no matter which variation you pick, it'll be that costume.
Oh, okay.
So that's how you do. I didn't know either. I was like, well, why am I not getting? Oh, okay. So yeah, you have to
Yeah, because, like,
favorite it
everyone
first.
else had a custom, and I couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, just favorite it, and then you just have to change it if you want to. You have to change it to the other costume if you want it changed once you back out. But once you have it set, you're pretty much good, no matter which of the 3 variations you pick.
Cool.
Right.
No.
And yeah, I really haven't been playing anything else. I've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec recently, so that's
Yeah.
been a lot of fun. All right.
Did I talk about The Floor is Lava last week?
What?
The Floor is Lava, the show on Netflix. I
I
couldn't
think
remember when
you
I watched
I
it.
remember hearing someone talk about it. I don't remember where.
I want to say you did.
I think he did.
Okay. I won't talk about it again then. Because it just, like, makes me, game show kind of, like, it makes me think of games.
Yeah.
It's great. Watch it.
So let's get into the news this week. This week we learned about an Azure Striker GUNVOLT 3.
Looks
I
good.
like the girls' abilities, being able to like parry moves and stuff. It's pretty cool. You
I
guys
still
wanna
don't
take
totally
this?
understand, like, the Azure Striker GUNVOLT gameplay.
It's tagging. You tag enemies, and then that's how you unleash like abilities. That's pretty much the premise. So like your gun doesn't really do damage. You tag them. You can tag up to multiple enemies. You can get different tags to like either tag up to 5 enemies or tag in different directions. that's pretty much the gameplay. And then the loop is replaying stages under certain circumstances to get like bonuses and stuff like that. Get upgrades.
But is it like a Mega Man type thing where you get new abilities from different levels?
No. Yes and yes. You do get new abilities from fighting enemies. You get new ability trying to remember. You do get new abilities from beating bosses from both 1 and 2, and then you can then like get upgrades. To get like your upgrades, you have to like beat certain. You have to get items from like chests, and sometimes you have to beat like there's challenges that you don't have to do, because I beat the game without doing them, but like to get more health or to like get less cooldown, or but you also get like other special abilities. Like there's one that in the first game, the GUNVOLT gets, he shoots out like this huge ass sword called Lux and Dark, and you get up to 4 of those. You get 4 of those, and you just get that by leveling up. You actually level up in the game. Just by like shooting and tagging things. I believe it's point based. So that's pretty much the style. And then the second one, they added the red character, because it's a Mega Man game, so you got to have the red character. Mm-hmm. He actually made this second game a lot more fun. But it's pretty much the same thing. Like, yeah, except instead of him tagging people like with his gun, he literally dive bombs into people, and then he like has these weird mechanisms that like do different things. And once you beat bosses, you gain a special property. Pretty much, it's really unique. But it has the Mega Man speed, but with a nice twist, which I didn't. That's why I didn't expect a GUNVOLT 3, because they did 1 and 2, and then there's the red guy got his own spin-off game last year, which I still haven't bought, and I really want to.
What is it?
I don't remember what it's called, honestly. I have to look it up.
I haven't heard.
It's like $15. Yeah, it's like $15. Fun fact, I will say this about 1. Bullshit how to get the fucking true ending, and I hate it. I'll never do it again. It's so fucking hard. 2, you actually have to beat the game with both characters to get the true ending, which is not nearly as bad. It's actually fun, considering the game is a lot shorter. It's like Mega Man X4, pretty much. But yeah. And then I don't know anything about the spin-off, because it's not called 3. It's specifically titled around him. And it's pretty much the play style he has from GUNVOLT 2 into his own game and his own cast of supporting characters.
Because I only played Azure Striker Burst, like that 8-bit thing with not Mega Man in it.
Beck.
Thank you.
9, yeah.
And like that was cool, but I didn't really understand like Azure as a character.
Yeah, it's like just tagging and then using electrical components, and you have like a meter that drains as you electrical attacks, and then you double tap down to recharge it. But if you don't recharge it in time, you pretty much start taking damage. It'll create a shield around you that'll prevent like certain projectiles from getting towards you. It's really fun and unique. And I like, if you're looking for a spin on the Mega Man X sort of feeling, because it has your dashes, it has your wall jumps and stuff like that. So it has that. And this new character, that's definitely a different playstyle, which I haven't seen, so I'm excited for it. I need to buy that spin-off game just to have it all.
Maybe I'll check that out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It was a surprise. My friend literally pinged me right when we ended, like, "Hey, look, GUNVOLT 3." I'm like, "Oh shit, nice, very nice."
Thomas is falling asleep. Let's talk about Destiny.
Sorry.
So there's some raids going away in Destiny 2. No.
And now I fall asleep.
No, let's talk about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So, Justin, take it away.
Yeah, so do you remember that leaked trailer from like 2 years ago or whatever?
Yeah, that Harry Potter RPG coming out.
Yeah, and everyone knew that it was a real thing because it looked too legit, and then it was never announced. Well, apparently it's still real.
It's very real.
And it's set to be released late next year for next gen. And it still hasn't been officially announced, but it's being made by Avalanche Studio, which were the ones that did Disney Infinity, and is
Are they eco-terrorists?
Avalanche. Got it. Okay. And it's an open world like Hogwarts game. that lets you go to Hogwarts and its nearby locations. I assume like Hogsmeade and the forest and whatnot. I guess WB is a little on edge lately because of the backlash against J.K. Rowling, but
And her
there's
transphobic
still
shit.
The whole division might be sold off. So
Well, yeah.
that too. But they don't think any of that stuff will affect the game because it's so far along already. And so they're still hoping to get it out. But you kind of have to announce it first.
yeah.
I mean, this is kind of their announcement.
It's not, though. Nothing about this is from WB.
But it's completely... yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I guess they're just I guess they're saying they're just putting aside, like, we haven't announced it yet, so we can't announce that we have canceled it, you know? If they do cancel.
Yeah, it's weird. But I'm still just as excited for this. Like, especially knowing that wasn't fake and that it's still coming. Unless, Warner Brothers gets canned or whatever. But this was the note where I was going to say that Rocksteady is definitely still working on some kind of DC property. Because that's also in limbo right now. And they're having the same issues with whatever game they're working on, quote unquote. So it's kind of a weird time for WB properties right now, except like Mortal Kombat because it's safe. But I really hope nothing happens to this game.
You've been waiting a long time for a good Harry Potter RPG,
right? I would take a TV show too. I'm not picky.
You're not greedy.
Yeah. No, I am greedy. I want all of it. I'm just not picky.
Yeah.
But no more mobile games. Those suck.
I don't know. It's kind of, I was this close to watching. I'm sure it'll probably change when the game comes out. Well, I'll enjoy it more. But like all the J.K. Rowling shit makes me really not want to just like, I'm gonna step away. I'm not gonna like say F it forever or anything like that. Like some people are, which is fine. That's totally fine to do. But I'm like, you know what? I'll wait until it actually gets announced and maybe my feelings on Harry Potter are different. We'll see.
Here's the thing. Everyone except her is totally cool. So I just feel like now Harry Potter belongs to the fans. Like she doesn't own it anymore. The series is over.
Except she's still
tried
getting
to make that
money
8th
from
book
it,
and it was terrible.
Yeah,
so clearly she has no idea what she's doing anymore.
So
yeah.
Yeah, but
she wrote them,
do you own the books? Do you own the movies?
Yes and no, because I threw my books out.
Both.
Okay, fair. But I'm just saying, like, if you already own that stuff, you're not financially supporting her by watching and reading it. Like, they're yours. The fact that she wrote them doesn't diminish the quality of the thing itself. Unless you're actually supporting her career by buying something new, it's okay. That's the point.
Yeah, it's just synonymous,
And
like,
she has
no,
Harry Potter's not hers anymore. She
no,
really,
I mean, like to me, I'm like,
those rights.
Tell her
Yeah,
paycheck's
man, that's-
that. So
yeah, I mean that's cool for that's just this is how I'm viewing it. Like I'm sure I'll come back to the movies because I do just love some of those movies. I'll probably never read the books again just because I don't have time. But I just maybe not a good time for me to look at Harry Potter.
I just feel like giving her like that trash human being power over something I love means she wins. So I just would rather acknowledge that she doesn't exist and Harry Potter is just it was given to us by magic.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I'm just gonna do what I do.
That sounds so naive. That's just, but I'll just say that.
But also give me a new game. She's not involved in it.
Yeah. Yeah, get that conversion shit out of here, lady. Sorry, that's just that it really pissed me off.
Oh, I know. Anyway,
but yeah,
we have enough depressing news. Let's move on.
I will say really quickly that apparently this was coupled with this article, so these issues have caused WWE to shift plans regarding the reveal of the project, which was originally going to appear during E3 2020. New plan, according to those familiar with the things, is to unveil a new Batman game in August at the DC Fandom.
Yeah.
So, new Batman game. this August is going to be announced.
Oh,
I don't necessarily think it's a new Batman game. I think it's a new DC game from Rocksteady. So they're calling it a new Batman game.
I hope it's not Suicide Squad. I swear to fucking.
But
Christ,
we do.
it's Suicide
Well,
Squad.
actually, it might not be the Rocksteady game. It might be a new Batman game, but not what Rocksteady's working on.
Right.
Because we do know that the Court of Owls game is coming.
Yeah.
That's been teased endlessly.
Speaking of new games, we have the Summer Game Fest demo event, bringing us 60 upcoming games to Xbox One this month. So Justin, take it away.
This is pretty cool. It's a lot of like upcoming titles with exclusive demos, all being put on the Xbox One dashboard for a week, and the games aren't out yet for the most part. But Xbox One owners can just kind of get a chance to play like like the early builds of those games that do exist. And it's some pretty cool games. There's Chris Tale, which is like, or Chris Tales, I should say, which is like a time-bending RPG. That sounds really cool. And there is Destroy All Humans, the remake I'm sure we've all heard about. We've got Skatebird, which I've talked about before. I'm super hyped for. Stupid Skatebird game. I don't know why I'm excited, but I am. There's very few they've actually announced. But like Thomas said, there's going to be at least 60, if not more.
Full list of games will be revealed closer to July 21st.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Like as an Xbox One owner, I think it's really cool that they're doing something like this, because there's bound to be at least one game that everyone's excited for. So definitely check that out, especially since it's only for a week. I wanted to make sure we got that news out there.
Mm-hmm. So keeping in with the Microsoft news, Microsoft has renewed Fable Trademark amid sequel rumors.
Yay!
Usually these trademark application things aren't newsworthy. Like people think they are, but they're not. You have to renew the trademark or else you'll lose it. But the thing that's noteworthy here is, while the renewing of trademarks is standard business, they tagged the intent to use tag as yes, where before it was no. So they were basically renewing the trademark just to keep Fable. Now they're actually like intending to use that trademark for something.
Mobile game. Sorry.
Right. Again, like there's not much noteworthy here, but it's interesting to know that they changed the status of the trademark application itself.
They're bringing back Fable pub games. Let's go.
Yeah, I think like a new, like fully open world Fable game could be a good way to lead into next gen. Because Xbox doesn't really have much in the way of like exclusive RPGs.
They have nothing. Period.
Well, they've had some deals in the past for stuff. Like I think they had.
Oh my god!
Weasley is being really annoying.
You keep knocking your microphone.
Yeah, he was like rubbing up against it.
Oh my god!
I'm sure that sounds terrible, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think they had like an exclusive deal with Kingdoms of Amalur when it first came out. For a while, I don't know,
because it was on PS3.
Doesn't matter. Maybe it's just more popular on Xbox. I don't know. But I think like Fable has always been the series of inflated promises. Because like they would say something like, there was creative issues or the hardware couldn't handle their scope, things like that. It's Peter Molyneux probably still. I can't imagine that it would be exactly what they want it to be. But I think this would be the first system where whatever they want to do would be possible. Whether they actually do it.
Some way to fuck it up.
Right, exactly.
The first two games were good.
The
third
first
one
game was limited.
The third one I couldn't get through.
I've seen a Let's Play the first one. I just laughed at the glitches, and it just looks so bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fucking
2 was
old,
great.
man.
Rough.
I love 2.
Yeah.
3 seemed jank.
I remember the internet hating on 3. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I just couldn't
There's
get
a
through
weird
it.
emphasis on chickens. That's all I got. More Fable is probably coming.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'll play more Fable.
Me too.
Speaking of
Jank.
jank, Bethesda announces Fallout TV show. This is gonna be the jankiest TV show we'll have.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have clipping, I'm calling bullshit.
I tweeted out that they made the trailer glitchy for authenticity. Because it's like a TV screen basically, so it flickers between the different logos and stuff.
They have a 23-second teaser. Apparently, it's an Amazon original.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kudos to Amazon. This is it's the showrunners from the people who are doing Westworld.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Which yeah.
that kind of makes sense.
Need to get the what was that Fallout fan series that happened a few years ago?
No.
Nuka something.
I don't watch fan shows.
Okay, well, there was a YouTube series, like a limited YouTube series, from some really talented creators, and they did a fantastic Fallout show. I'll find it and post it so you can like put it in the notes or something. But like the prop work and everything, I mean, effects were limited because it is YouTube. But the costumes and props and all that were great. The tone was great. It was kind of played for comedy, but I feel like it should be. But anyway, I think they should get those people on board. I mean, it's worked before, with like Christian Whitehead doing Sonic Mania and stuff. Let the fans come in and show their passion.
Yeah, this is Hollywood though. They don't like that shit.
Sometimes they do. But yeah, this teaser has nothing. It just says please stand by. But Amazon is having some pretty big picks lately. Like obviously they had The Boys, which is a fairly big comic pull. And they've got the Lord of the Rings show coming, and now this.
Oh yeah, the Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah, like they're really delving into the licensed properties in a way that I feel like Netflix does, but not to the same success.
Not anymore, at least, because they just rely on their own original content more than anything else.
So it's cool
or
to see
in terms
Amazon.
of yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I recently watched
shit
Upload. By the way, it's really good.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun.
Sorry, Amazon just reminded me I watched that. I don't know. You guys have anything else to say about this, or you gonna move on?
I want to be in it. You
want to be in it?
I mean, there's no information here, really. They plan on capturing the harsh tone of the original games, but will also include some of the sillier moments. Yeah, but it's very little information. They kind of just shadow dropped this surprise announcement.
They're definitely going to have one episode dedicated to the robots that run the ship and then end up flying off in it. That'd
be fun.
That was in one of the games.
I just hope it... I don't know. I'm getting flashbacks to the Man in High Castle where the color tone is literally gray. And I just hope this... I know Fallout isn't exactly a happy series, but I want color. That's all I want. Just a little bit of color, please.
I'd see them doing more of a Fallout New Vegas thing because that has more people in it.
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have
and then they can focus more on the factions and things, kind of like a mix between Fallout and Walking Dead, where it's different communities, so you're dealing with the apocalypse and dealing with the other people.
Yeah, exactly. There's more to play around with there. You also have believe it or not, there's also different settings. There's the Strip, and then there's the wastelands and stuff.
Right. I have a feeling it'll probably be a new region, but maybe. I'm just saying I think that region will be more like New Vegas.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Agreed. It plays better to a show too, because like I said, there's a little bit more variety to everything there. Yeah. Unlike the brown, kind of generic apocalypse of Fallout 3.
So speaking of Fallout, the FGC had a big Fallout this week.
Yeah, I don't really want to. This is serious time right here, boys.
Yeah,
no jokes for me right now. So it all started really on. It kind of feel like the dam broke on July 1st. A Smash Brothers player by the name of Puppy, which I tried looking for his name, I can't find it anywhere. So he tweeted out on July 1st, my experience with Sinpi or Senpai. I don't know how to say that name either. I'm not too familiar with the Smash scene, unfortunately. And basically accused her of statutory rape. Fair warning. I will be reading quotes from it, and some of these may be trigger warnings. So if you don't, I understand if you don't want to listen to this, and I don't want to cause anybody to react a certain way. So just you may want to skip this segment. It's not easy to listen to or to read. This is just a little segment. Our pseudo relationship. This is coming from Puppy's words from his tweet longer. Our pseudo relationship lasted pretty much the entire summer, and she played with my head so often during the time it still really fucks with me to this day. Accounts to basically oral sex and stuff like that. It never really went to intercourse. Then of course there's photos or there's videos of her showing her being overtly close to him, and then they show pictures of him at 14. He looks like he's 8.
Oh wow!
You know,
Jesus.
Yeah, like he's not 8, but he looks like he's not 14.
He looks like a child.
Yeah. Our Senpai has yet to reply to anything. Other thing she's done is changed her Twitter handle that said "Speak out" to "Do your best." So that says it all right there. After that, it just keeps coming. Tweak Gavin Dempsey comes out, basically using one of the top Smash players, Nairo, that he basically had sexual relations with him. And here's a quote: "When Zach went to Nairo's room," I think that's referring to Captain Zach, who I think we talked about last year in terms of some like controversies with another player named Anti. When Zach went to Nairo's room the night they did sexual things, this is really told Zach not to go, and he did not come back that night. And I also knew that I knew when he visited me in Ohio, begged me not to tell anyone. After that, then Captain Zach comes out and tells his own statements. "I'm tired of living a life of lies. I'm tired of covering up for someone else's mistakes. I would like to say, however, that I never once threatened Nairo with coming public about my relationship with him. The only reason I'm saying the truth now is because I can't take it anymore." And then a picture surfaced of them at a tournament where that's a lot more than friends. It'd be one thing if they were older, but obviously, age is a thing. And of course, then it came out that a prominent Smash commentator by the name of D1 came out, and that it looked like he may have raped a girl.
Jesus.
That one's still kind of out there. It's kind of like, don't really know what to think about that one. Then there was another one that another player by the name of Kitaro Time. Then there's also been allusions to there's a Smash player, League of Legends player by the name of Sky Williams. You may have heard of him. Kind of a little bit of a YouTuber. That his house may have been the center for some of these things. There's even a video.
That's a name I do know.
Yeah, I follow him on Twitter. I need to unfollow him because I really I'm just kind of turning my stomach just reading this. Twitter handle by the user Shiva, SHXVAH. That Kitaro, False, and Sky Williams, they knew at the party that she was underage. So pretty much a lot of prominent Smash players. Most of them were outed as pedophiles. And since then, I think most of them have been either kicked off by the organizations, and they pretty much, have said either some have remained silent, or some have, quote unquote, apologized. Even prominent Smash player Zero has been accused of it. No word on if that's even confirmed or not, but it's out there. Zero was the premier player for Smash 4. He doesn't really play Smash Ultimate. So yeah, pretty much the floodgates open for that entire community, and even more people are, coming out with their stories and just collaborating and yeah.
I don't like him tarnishing the name of my boy. I don't mean that as a joke. I just it's weird to hear the word Zero with something bad. It bothers me. even though I don't know who that is.
Yeah, like his is on the out because there's one where like, is she messing with it? It's not really clear on that, but then other statements are like, it's hard to say on that one, but the other ones are pretty much the first ones I mentioned. Those are the ones that are kind of like, those are true. And now it's pretty much like they better lawyer up because they're probably gonna go to jail, as they should. So yeah, the Smash community is not, at least, and these are prominent. Again, I don't follow the Smash scene a lot, but I know some of them. D1's the only name I recognize for commentary reasons. Just a quick note before we go on to the other stuff concerning EVO. I feel sorry for the victims for being manipulated because, and this is starting relating to the Sinpy Puppy relationship. Sinpy was 24 and Puppy was 14. And there are instances where like saying that he initiated it, and I'm gonna say right then and there, she should have immediately fucking stopped it right fucking there. Because as a 24-year-old, you should fucking know to not do that shit. Whether the 14-year-old wanted it doesn't fucking matter. For teenagers are fucking horny, you shouldn't act on that shit.
Someone has to be mature in that situation, and it's not going to be the 14-year-old.
Yeah. So you're disgusting, and I hope we'll see what comes of it. Nothing's come of it yet. She hasn't said anything yet. It's a good, and it's not a sad day because I consider this a good day. I feel sorry for the victims because this is not easy to say. It's probably, I went to Puppy's Twitter account and like, I'm not going to say anything here, but somebody talk to that kid, please. He needs help. Like somebody really needs to talk to him, and I hope he's okay. Like seriously, it's kind of scaring me a little bit. Just, you should be brave enough to come forward no matter how big the personality is. And also we need to, as overall as a community, to not idolize these people. But also I can, if you're a fan of any of these people, because I saw a lot of like accounts who are just like flabbergasted and they can't believe it because they're not them, they're not with them day. I feel sorry for you people as well, because you trust that was maybe your person you got inspired to join Smash and become a better player. Lord knows if anything came out against Max, the man who basically got me into competitive fighting games again. Lord knows how I would take that. Yeah. So you have every right to you have every right to feel like somebody died for you, because for all intents and purposes they're gone, as they should be. But also don't defend what they're doing, because that's when you're crossing the line. But yeah, it's a moment of healing. It's ugly, it's unnecessary, or it's not. It's ugly, but it's necessary, and hopefully this will start weeding other potential pedophiles in the Smash community, or in any community rather, to get the fuck out of there. But speaking of pedophiles in other communities, on the same day, Mr. Wizard, the organization of EVO was supposed to start this weekend, I believe. Allegations came out against Joey Cuellar. I can never figure out how to pronounce his name, aka Mr. Wizard. Allegations came out. Was accused of paying a 17-year-old boy $20 in 2001 to see his penis, and frequently giving tokens to teenage boys to jump in pools with just their underwear on.
Oh boy!
And these are allegations. There's DMs. I'll just say that there's DMs out there. Mr. Wizard has since then come out and basically admitted it. And has apologized. Obviously, that's nowhere near fucking enough, but yeah, it's true. So there's no fooling around the bullshit with this one. So pretty much that led to a snowfall of several prominent FGC players. Some players I know, Hell Pockets for the Guilty Gear scene, Kizzy K from the same scene, and prominent commentators, Ultra David, Say Jam, James Chen, pretty much all pulled out. They said they will not be commentating EVO until Mr. Wizard was gone. And then even more floodgates opened. Capcom released a Twitter announcement saying that they will be pulling out of the exhibition for Street Fighter V. Then NRS pulled out. And then Main 6, the developers behind Them's Fighting Herds, and a little bit while after, Bandai Namco pulled all their games. The only ones we didn't hear from were from SNK and Microsoft, but it's pretty much a foregone conclusion at that point. Mr. Wizard has since then been removed as the CEO of EVO and has been replaced by Tony Cannon, one of the Cannon brothers. It says and this is a statement they released. Over the past 24 hours, in response to serious allegations recently made public on Twitter, we made the first of a series of important decisions regarding the future of our company. Effective immediately, Joey Cuellar will no longer be involved with EVO in any capacity. We are currently working towards his complete separation from the company and have relieved him of all his responsibilities. And like I said, Tony Cannon will be acting as the CEO in term. Progress doesn't happen overnight or without bravery of those who speak up against misconduct and injustice. We are shocked and saddened by these events, but we are listening, committed, making every change that will be necessary in making EVO a better model for a stronger, safer culture. We all speak as a result. We will be canceling EVO Online, and we will work to issue refunds for all players who chose to purchase a badge. We will donate the equivalent of the proceeds as promised. Hope, which I'm calling bullshit for change because they all fucking knew Mr. Wizard was doing this, because something like that, that shit doesn't just fucking hide. You just hide that shit for 20 fucking years. Sorry. I'm a little pissed. This is also written by, this is at Dottie Sports, if you want the full article. So yeah, there is no EVO. There will be no EVO this year. There's no events, which, that's good. I know a lot of people were looking forward to this event, me included. But this is also a necessary thing that needed to happen. Mr. Wizard apparently has had stuff like this come up in the past, maybe not sexual conduct, but certain statements. I know he got in heat last year by getting on to people who were at the venue, telling he was going to kick him out of the theater. And of course, the roofie incident from EVO last year, where several women were drugged. So it's, obviously not related to Wizards exclusively, but there's a culture there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, I'm disgusted. Especially when, once I read, and I feel sorry for our buddy, Kale, who had to write all this, because I know him, based on his tweets, he wasn't exactly happy to write any of this. Lord knows I'm not having to read it. Only thing I'll say is that, just like I've said before, how your game doesn't need EVO. None of these games need EVO. We have the community. The community is bigger than EVO. EVO was cool for a lot of people. It was a place to gather. The WrestleMania fighting games, yada, yada, yada. So whatever. But we're bigger than that. And going forward, if it means to not attend, if there is an EVO in the future, maybe just not go and just not support this, because who knows how much change is going to happen. Until to me, they all should be gone. That's how I personally feel about it. But yeah, no EVO Online, and that's a good thing, because it shouldn't be given these allegations. And it doesn't help that Mr. Wizard today decided to act like a piece of shit and basically pull Donald Trump and say, the DMs are fake, these new DMs are fake, and that I'm being slandered by Twitter, which, even though he admitted it yesterday, so he can prominently go fuck himself. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now. And obviously it's not just esports or fighting games, it's everywhere. I'm in a Twitter private messaging group where comic book creators are being outed left and right. So I'm seeing like everything. And I can only say, like I said, like I've been saying, this is a good thing, because hopefully it'll get these evil, because I'm going to say what it is, it's evil, these evil people out of these places of power where they can't hurt anybody. Fuck the Smash pedophiles in particular. Fuck those guys. That really pisses me off. And fuck Joey. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But yeah, it's bad. But this will be good in the long run.
I don't know anything about the fighting game community, so I don't want to speak out of turn or anything. but the most telling thing I've seen about all of this stuff was I think it was just a tweet basically saying the fact that all of this stuff is coming out now, like in the gaming community, the comic community,
streaming community,
streaming, YouTube, all that stuff.
Yeah,
like
professional wrestling.
Yeah, they're like, if you could delete the first word out of that and put any industry in there, and it would be happening there too. Like this isn't new; it's just finally getting called out.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, that these things are coming to light. But it's just so crappy that it's literally happening in every business, every industry, like every house, not every household, but you know what I mean? Like all across the world.
Yeah, it's both crappy, but also very necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just, how did it take this long?
COVID.
You have enablers. That's how you have people who either they're getting money or they don't like. Hey, whatever. It doesn't concern me. So why should I say anything?
I was gonna say I think COVID's actually a positive here in a sense that it started people finally saying, you know what, I have enough. I've had enough of this shit. Let me just say what I have to say. And that kind of just opened up the floodgates. It gave confidence to people that were affected to come out and say their story. So I don't want to say anything positive about COVID, but that's what I think that without it, it wouldn't have been.
Yeah, because we would all be
open.
gearing up for EVO. We would all, or Combo Breaker, see all the
It
terms.
would be business as usual.
It'd be business as usual.
Yeah.
And
that's.
And while I'm because where I live, I don't go to my local scene as much, so I'm not aware what goes on there. I'm not in the inner circle. I only watch the content creators that I watch, so I don't have access to a lot of some of these people do when they go to events every month. But yeah, you're right, Thomas, because otherwise it would have been business as normal. Yeah. This would have continued potentially. Maybe not. Maybe they would have said enough is enough, regardless.
Yeah.
But.
Is it maybe because more people are online right now, so it's happening more often, or is it just they are at home stewing in their thoughts, and so it's just coming out?
I think it's a combination of that, and also the fact that it started here, and it's just been a wave. So you had one community started, one section that one industry started, and it's just been moving, and that you have more people speaking up. It gives you the courage, I have to do this. And, whether or not you regret that, that's ultimately going to be confined to you as an individual. But I think that's what it is. It's just enough is enough, and I have to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And people aren't going anywhere. They aren't getting ready to go do tournaments or go somewhere to do something. They're I don't know. I think that adds to that as well. But yeah, glad to see this all finally come out. So to end the show on a downer, I guess.
Yeah, we didn't plan a lighthearted news story to end us off on.
No, there's no Nintendo skipping game. Sorry, Ben, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. I think it's a good thing because it allows our audience to think about it. Because I don't know how much of our audience consumes the FGC or the Smash community, and I think it's important to be aware of what's going on, given that we talk about video games and in FGC, such esports is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand it's a downer, but at the same time, it's important that needs to be said.
That's true.
Sure. So Ben, for people to hear more of your thoughts on stuff, where can they find you?
Twitter.com/MarvelousIggy for all things related to the Marvelous one. And then of course, you can every Thursday now, because that's just when it goes live. Every Thursday you can check out Atomic Shot. Episode 1 just came out. 2 episodes are out now, but we just did the titular Gojira from 1954. So that's out. So if you've seen the first Godzilla movie, and want to see me and my friend Tyler talk about it. It's there. It's I think it turned out really, really well. And then come back next week where we'll be doing the sequel. Well, not really sequel, or the second Godzilla movie ever, which is Godzilla Raids Again.
And Justin?
You can find me if you look for Zero Score on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch. I am going to be streaming more, my usual schedule. Monday is Spider-Man, and Thursday is Tales of Zestiria. If either of those interest you, check out my Twitch channel to see the actual schedule.
And you can follow me, your host Thomas, on Twitter, CSG Thomas. Also here at Game Play Stuff, we stream this show every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. You can email me, thomas@charshot.com. Rate our podcast on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you get podcasts. And that's about it for me, I think. So until then, guys, enjoy your games and have a good night.
And wash your hands.
And wear your damn mask.